welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday, May 26th, 2021, episode number 697. We used to do all listener submissions on What the Fuck Wednesday. That's changed, but I still like to call it What the Fuck Wednesday. Nonetheless,
It still is.
Well, it still is
What the Fuck Wednesday.
I went weird with my stories.
There's always news that makes you want to say what the fuck on this show. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and Bubba producing Full House in the Hard Factor studio today.
I searched for story after story until I exclaimed "What the fuck!" and then that's the one I picked.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the Daily Buzz, but there's a lot of things that are trending that you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So it's fitting. I got to follow up with something here. We talked a little bit of Kevin Spacey yesterday. I got to admit something. I've never seen The Usual Suspects until the end. I've always fallen asleep before the end of the movie. I think I've also tried to watch it drunk.
Lucky you,
But
because you get to watch it.
No, you know the ending.
Right, I've heard it a billion times. So.
I flip ya.
Yeah, I'll flip you. Give me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker.
I've seen that part. I've seen that part like a bunch of times. Been hammered and been like, that part's awesome. And I fall asleep right after.
Will, let me fuck you up because you've never seen this shit, right?
Yeah.
Bryan Singer directed that movie. Kevin Spacey was in it.
X-Men guy.
We know what Spacey did. You might want to do a little Googling on Bryan Singer.
Oh, wow. Big time kid diddling movie.
That's just Hollywood.
Yeah. Was Weinstein the producer?
Old Hollywood singer.
Dude, I got to rewatch it because I watched this years ago before I really kind of understood the internet, but it seemed really pretty legit. There was this documentary they made about, I believe Corey Feldman was championing it, and he's a nut job, but he was essentially saying that he was getting fucked by old dudes in Hollywood.
Singer.
Oh, wow.
They say Singer was notorious, but this documentary, I'll get the name of it. They were essentially saying that this is in 1998. They these group of dudes, they set up a network, an internet television network for kids, right? But the bandwidth didn't exist to broadcast video over the internet, so it was just a racket.
Right. They just made kids shows.
They're just getting kids in the outfits and
Bring
stuff.
the kids.
You talking about the rape of two Corys?
No, it's not that one.
My Truth.
That's a little on
My
the
Truth,
nose.
maybe.
Yeah.
My Truth, the rape of two Corys.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's the byline.
It might be a different one.
They used to call him Brian Finger. Singer. Get it?
Speaking of zingers, half a pack with Wes is shaping up. Wes, you've got some good topics. I feel like a lot of good submissions.
I do, yeah. Thank you for the submissions. It is coming together piece by piece.
Very
Smoke
nice.
by smoke.
Is that how you're going to talk on it?
He sounds so pumped.
Probably, yeah.
Real close to the mic.
Wait. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like... Welcome.
Wes, how many little Mike Fuzzy heads are you going to burn?
I don't know, a lot.
Yeah, you might want to get a few extras. Yeah. It's
Welcome
like a fireside
to the show.
chat.
I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. More good news. Pat sponsored a Hard Factor pizza party for a teacher, as you promised you would.
Yeah, well, as a
last
team, we
week.
did it. It was a team effort. And I got to tell you, happy to do it. Will Nations and his middle school class in, I believe it's Clarksville, Tennessee.
Nice.
Will dropped on me. I'm thinking, pizza party. It's cool. Maybe 30 kids.
Yeah,
Will,
30, right? 30.
Will teaches 125 kids, man.
Well, that's a teacher. He's getting it done. That's
Well,
Christ.
pretty smart move for him to reach out with the 125 kids. That was smart.
Yeah.
What are they doing in his school district? Why does he have to have 125 at once?
They needed the pizzas more than anyone, honestly.
That is a tall order.
It's fucking ridiculous. Or he hosed me, and he's laughing all the way to the pizza bank.
Yeah, he's freezing pizza.
36 pizzas.
Maybe you fed more than one class, which is fine too.
Could be.
Could be. Well, nice work, Pat.
They had a
Nice-
civics discussion, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they said civics, gerrymandering, very important topic.
What was the age? 7th grade?
7th graders, yeah.
That's not too young to start Hard Factor.
No, it's
No,
perfect.
see, we couldn't say
Perfect
that.
age.
I don't know if you
couldn't
can
"Hey,
say it
Colin."
on the air like that. but
Okay. I feel
Tell
like that's
him
the
to
exact
take the
age
pizza.
because Howard Stern, 7th grade. I think
This
that's
is
the
a
right age.
mature show for mature
Yeah.
audiences.
You
We
don't
like
want
to
your
have
parents
fun.
know, but yeah.
And so do our listeners, like Will in his class of 125. Thank you, Pat, for providing the pizza and following through with that. Really got your hands dirty. All right, today's observances. It's getting better. So Monday was horrible. Tuesday was okay. Wednesday's really good. It's the day of Vesak, which is like a big Buddhist holiday. National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. National Cherry Dessert Day. National Paper Airplane Day. National Senior Health and Fitness Day, which is important, but not great. Sally Ride Day. World Dracula Day. World Lindy Hop Day. World Orienteering Day. World Otter Day. And World Redhead Day. Big one for Pornhub, that last one.
Wow.
You think that was a great run of days?
First few were
World Dracula Day. That's pretty great, right? Otter Day. Otters are so
Yeah.
great.
Cherry Dessert Day. That's pretty good.
World
Right.
Paper Airplane Day on the last day of school. A lot of people are having the last day of school today. Paper airplanes, come on.
Those are pedestrian ass days.
That's big. You don't like that day?
Eh.
You ever had a blueberry cheesecake, Mark?
I want to mind your neck today, Mark. It's not a good day to hate on Draculas.
Delightful. Yeah. Vampire movies. Okay. We got anything else?
No.
Let's do the news. Wait,
Okay.
did you have something, Wes?
I have absolutely nothing.
Okay, let's do the news. Daily Buzz is up first. Number 5 today. It's a 5-piece. 5 is actually just going to be all the honorable mentions. So RIP to actor Mark York. That was trending. Bam Margera got a new restraining order filed against him by the director of Jackass. So, so Bam, the downward slide continues. NBA and NHL playoffs, of course, trending. Like the Nets and whoever else. Rand Paul's Anthrax incident is being blamed on, like, Pat, you mentioned this yesterday, some old rock star named Richard Marx. It's like the dumbest thing. Like, that guy tweeted something about how he would, buy a beer for Rand Paul's neighbor, and then Rand Paul got.
I don't think I was talking about it.
Yeah.
Bubba mentioned it.
Bubba mentioned it?
Yeah.
You mentioned it? Okay, yes. Well, Bubba, good mention. It trended after you mentioned it on last show. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's like a blame game of why he got an anthrax envelope. I don't know. It's silly.
Was it anthrax or no?
I don't even know. I think it was just probably like baking powder. I have no idea. I didn't look into the anthrax aspect of it. Also,
kind of an important part of the story.
Yeah, good.
Well, there's like 15 stories in here. Also, Mark Ruffalo apologized for calling Israelis genocidal maniacs, but only after the rash of anti-Jewish hate crimes. He felt really bad after that, and then he recanted. Final honorable mention. President Biden is scrapping student debt relief as a priority for next year, among other less notable campaign promises for next year's budget. So student debt relief off the table for next year, according to the Washington Post. So like the southern border situation in general, it's a campaign promise totally whiffed, at least in the first year, by new President Biden. And it's a big deal because there's $1.6 trillion in student loan debt. And like Biden was so much saying that he was going to take care of this, that like the Wall Street Journal was like making videos about how he was going to tackle student debt.
It
like,
was definitely a big part of the build up to his campaign for sure. I did read one thing kind of like defending him that said he's currently looking into see if he can do an executive order to kind of wipe out some student debt, but there's like the power of the purse. It's like probably not. And so that's not going to work, meaning absolutely nothing is going to be done on it this year because the annuals are in, right? So like just zero work on student debt.
He's not doing it.
Yeah.
They could if they wanted to, right? I mean, they got control.
Well, Wes, I mean, there's other priorities.
Aren't they giving $10 billion? Aren't they giving $10 billion to Bezos? Or is that part of the buzz later? Aren't they?
Oh no, I wasn't going to mention that, but yeah, I think Blue Origin's getting like a bailout, but they're
$10 billion government bailout, but nothing on student debt.
I think I remember Biden being like 50, and his team's like, no, 10, and he's like, no, 50.
No, Pat, it was the other way around. His team wants 50. Biden always said at least 10. But he did get very generous with the wording on the campaign trail. And so for him to do nothing the first year, pretty huge reversal.
See what happens next year in the annual budget.
Right. Yeah. Just hold your breath, right? It'll be around soon. Definitely wait on it. Sure. Number 4 in the buzz. Moving on to more dumb things. Marjorie Taylor Greene's Tuesday tweet storm. So Tuesday morning, MTG just decided to tweet a couple of real pearls of wisdom out.
Queef out a few tweets.
Yeah. just put them out there in a poof of stinky air. Here's the first one. Pretty soon it will be ... We only hire vaccinated people. Show your vax papers. We only admit vaccinated students. Show your vax papers. These bathrooms are only for vaccinated people. Show your vax papers. Then ... Scan your barcode or swipe the chip in your arm.
She got a chip in her shoulder.
Does she want this to happen? What a psychopath.
But think about this.
It's over, Marjorie.
2 of those 4 things already happen. You have to be vaccinated, I think, to go to most schools. And also, you have a barcode on your ID.
Not the one in Miami.
Yeah.
You got to be vaccinated to go to summer camp. I know that.
Right. Yeah. So, like, this shit already happens. And she's like, oh, it's going to fucking happen. It's like.
Right. It's going to continue to happen, those 2.
All right. Thanks, MTG.
Pretty soon.
The train is left the state,
lady.
Yeah. Well, but that was after she riled herself up with this tweet that just speaks for itself. It's about a Food City, which is a grocery store, and they're requiring
a good one too.
Yeah, a nice grocery
Food
store
City.
there. They're requiring their vaccinated staff to wear like something that notifies customers that they're vaccinated, fully vaccinated. And she tweets about it. Vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo, just like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. Vaccine passports and mask mandates create discrimination against unvaxxed people who trust their immune systems to a virus that is 99% survivable. So
I hope people go around wearing vaccinated badges. We'll know who all the fucking douchebags are at that point. You know, they'll be easy to identify.
Well, the store is making it's just the store's fucking policy. It's on their employees.
She's comparing the employees that are having to wear these things to
Holocaust victims.
Yes.
This is the same lady that said the word Jewish space laser.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
she needs to sit a few plays out.
She's so crazy. This is like one of the few times that House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy actually came out and was like, she's fucking stupid for saying this. So
that was a bad one.
At least everybody can agree that MTG just like went off the fucking handle on Tuesday and made no sense because
she was never on the handle. Will.
But MTG, you know,
she lives on the trigger.
You're right. Good point, Beef. Moving on. That was too crazy. Number 3. Oh shit, I gotta add this video.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so this is a trending golf video. And Wes, okay, I'm gonna need your expert opinion on what's happening here. So Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau hate each other. And it produced this clip. I think it was from over the weekend, right after the PGA Championship when Brooks blew his lead.
Yeah,
they're difficult to read. You know, sometimes I lost my train of thought. Yeah, hearing that.
Right. Koepka's taking like a post tournament interview, and DeChambeau walks by like in the backswing of his interview, basically, and says something about like he made like a joke about how he can't read or something. I don't know what he said.
He was a lot more calm than Christian Bale when the guy walked in his shot, or like fucking amateurs, you know.
Yeah. So this stems back to I think it's more Brooks hating Bryson than anything. It stems back to Bryson's a notoriously slow player, and Brooks since 2019 has been very outspoken about. Brooks is a get up, take your shot, and Bryson's the do the math, fucking take forever to do your shot. Bryson's a kind of just swing it and go kind of player.
Yeah, Brooks finishes in like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, he's the guy. He doesn't like playing 18 holes. He wishes that the tournaments were short, like rounds were shorter. So and also I guess Bryson wears these spikes on his shoes that now it's okay, but prior to years ago you couldn't tap down spike marks, but now you can. So these shoes really don't mean anything. But Brooks hates that Bryson wears these spikes on his shoes.
It does sound
they mess up the greens.
It sounds like kind of an asshole move to wear the spikes.
Yeah. I mean, it is. There's the soft spikes are out now. You don't need them. But Bryson does everything he can to improve his game that is available, and Brooks can't stand it. And so
take shortcuts. Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, Bryson's already built like he could damage the greens without the metal spikes.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably put some hurt on the greens.
Yeah, they're both big.
Yeah.
Well, and also apparently years ago, Bryson put out a tweet criticizing Brooks's physique because Bryson's big, and then Brooks retorted with a picture of his 4 major trophies that said, "You're right, Bryson. I am too short of a 6-pack." So he crushed Bryson with that tweet.
Damn.
Yeah.
What was the response time on that? Because if that's a day later, no good. But if that's within like you have a 4-hour window to snap back.
I don't know. He could have been in the Bahamas, and not
Brooks,
at home. I don't know.
If he did it quickly, Bryson should never come at him again.
No,
you got to look at Brooks'
delete your Twitter.
He goes pretty slow. He goes at a slow pace. So he may have taken his time on the response.
And then Bryson retorted to that clip that's been going around with like this weird workout video that says like can't stop, won't stop, and he's doing
that was strange.
That was really strange. So Bryson is not in the same league when it comes to Brooks as far as like wit and the shit talking game. But
normalcy is what you meant to say.
Normalcy, yes. Normalcy, yes.
Well, it's awesome for golf because it's just two meatheads just going at each other.
Yeah.
It's
Great
like
for
the
golf.
first time ever in golf they've had that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, at least that I can remember.
Bryson looks like the final boss in the Newsies.
Yeah, it also created a great. Christian Bale's in that movie.
Yeah,
As a
bro.
kid.
Newsies. Come on.
I didn't know that. It also created a great meme. Speaking of scally caps, where like Bryson's walking, it's the meme of Brooks like closing his eyes in disgust as Bryson's walking behind him. So I was thinking like that's like us explaining Fat Boy Summer to the reporter, and then that's Will Smith doing his Fit Boy Summer shit like in the background, walking past us.
Could do that. That's a good meme. You want to deal the news around here, boys? You got to outdrive old Bryson here. See?
All right. That was number 3. Thank you for the explanation, Wes. You really went deep with that.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Number 2, the anniversary of the death of George Floyd was trending on Tuesday. Some very good sentiments out there. Finally, a bipartisan statement from Senators Tim Scott, Cory Booker, and Representative Karen Bass, noting that they're still working on police reform at the federal level, despite not having passed anything, obviously, in over a year since the death of George Floyd. So at least, like signs of bipartisanship, even though they haven't been able to do anything in over a year, which is disappointing. And moving on to number 1, we got John Cena, who he had to apologize to China because he was doing a Fast 9 like promo interview. He referred to Taiwan as its own country. He said that's the first country that'll be able to see.
Isn't it its own country? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think, but in China, they don't recognize it as an independent nation or anything that governs itself at all. It is supposed to be part of China. So John Cena got on Weibo, which is Chinese Twitter, and he released this clip. Bubba, if you could play.
还有中国就是叫西纳，我必须说现在在速度与激情中，我做很多采访，很多。
He speaks perfect
所以
Mandarin, yeah. Yeah, so John Cena, you don't understand anything he's saying.
This is the equivalent of like some guy getting divorced, right? And then you referring to his ex-wife as his ex-wife and him getting offended because he wants you to refer to her as his wife. Even though it's not his wife any longer. Yep. He has a new wife, and then you have to apologize to him and bring him a fucking gift. John Cena, you puss boy. Jesus Christ.
He did. He listened to the wording of the excuse too. He go, quote, "I made one mistake. I must say right now, very important. I love and respect Chinese people. I am very sorry for my mistake."
Oh, he said
very sorry.
Yeah,
I
very
apologize. Yeah, he just kept saying, "I'm so sorry." Didn't even mention Taiwan in the apology. Just a
well,
billion
he can't
stars.
mention Taiwan ever again. No, it's China. It's part of China. Yeah,
part of the deal.
Yeah.
And the Chinese may be pleased with John Cena's antics here, but in America, the memes calling him a punk ass bitch came rolling straight in. So we got one here that's got all 4 quadrants of the political spectrum, and 3 of the 4 just being like, "Wow, what a pussy," and then like economic or like left-leaning capitalists are the only ones that are happy with him because he's appeasing China. Then we got Dr. Ricardo Harambe here saying that he got this in his inbox, and it's a picture of John Cena doing the "You can't see me" dance in front of a Uyghur concentration camp, and it says, "I don't see any concentration camps here," and that's pretty good.
You can't see me.
You can't see me, or Xinjiang. And then finally, from Hard Factor, I think the best meme, or just commentary on this whole thing. We retweeted John Cena's apology video and called him John Xina.
Yes.
Xina.
Yeah.
Must have fucked his day up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure he saw it. And I'm sure that he's she's still trying to figure out what he's going to say about
I want to hear those with the backdrop of his like intro music. The do 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 do. You remember that prank call they did with him? That was hilarious. His music. Yeah.
This kind of thing. I know for a fact, Asian people are extremely impressed when a white guy can speak their language that well. There's this guy on YouTube who goes around and he studied like Chinese in China for years. And he's a young kid, but he goes to like Chinatown in New York and stuff. And then he goes and he sits down and he starts asking questions in English. And then he orders in Chinese. And everyone in the restaurant turns around and they're just like, what the fuck is going on?
He takes home the daughters.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
It's hilarious.
What a skill. What a cool skill to have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying that John Xina is okay in China?
He's
forever.
huge in China now after that. Yeah, that was a big thing for him in China.
You have to assume that Fast and Furious is huge in China. I imagine it makes more money in China than it does in the US even.
Yeah.
And
They
then
said they had 600,000 Weibo followers for Fast 9 alone. Not
Exactly.
Not a Chinese car in the bunch, though, I got to tell you.
Yeah. Well, they probably hated Tokyo Drift, but other than that, they love the other 8. And also, he's in the Suicide Squad 2 or the reboot, and his character is supposed to be so good, or they believe it's so likable that they were going to do an entire spin-off series, which is like, we're talking about like $3 billion franchises or 2 franchises with a spin-off on his character and potentially a movie franchise and TV show on his character from Suicide Squad. All China speaking, you're talking about over $1 billion in the next 5 years off of John Cena's face. So that's why he did that fucking bitch.
So the publicist says, John, get your ass out there and you talk Mandarin good at these people.
They slapped him with a dildo and they're like, how dare you
talk soft. Like
King
you
over there.
Oh, you knew Mandarin? Well, yeah, get out there and speak it, I guess. What the fuck?
Maybe he was waiting to break this out. He's like, because he was like, oh, my Mandarin's so bad, I don't ever want to use it. And
did I fuck up? Did I offend them? Do I have to go out and speak Mandarin?
Love it.
Right.
Oh no. Yeah, Cena does seem like a crazy financial genius that would have known that Mandarin was going to make him $1 billion later on in life, and that's why he learned it. And that's the buzz, which was brought to you today by Lightstream Debt Consolidation Services. You know what feels great? Paying off high interest credit cards and getting a lower rate and saving money all at the same time. Refinance your credit card balances and save with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. It's an easy way to save hundreds to thousands of dollars and lower your interest rate. Lightstream offers credit card consolidation loans from 5.95% APR with autopay and excellent credit, which is lower than the average credit card interest rate of over 18% APR. Plus, there's no fees with Lightstream. Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's exactly what they deliver. Just for our listeners, apply now to get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor. Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 5.95% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.5% autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information.
Do you guys remember any advice or warnings that your parents may have given you when you first got your driver's license?
Yes.
Pay attention.
Don't drink and drive.
No drink and drive and pay attention. Wes, did you get a speech?
No. My parents just went to bed and just, would like make sure to close the garage when you get home.
Yeah.
You were better than me, Wes. I literally, driving away from getting my learner's permit, I was so excited that I just lost attention of the road and I just like veered across the middle of an intersection, almost got in a crash immediately. So
it's exciting times, guys. It's not that hard to believe that happened. Will, don't beat yourself up.
No, I mean, it was
I hit a parked car first day I drove to high school sophomore year.
There you go. There you go.
Dented the car and lied to my dad about it for like.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I know
statute
some
of limitations though. Mark's okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
He knows. He knew from day one.
Some parents have like a no more than one kid in the car rule. Or like would remind their kids, hey, don't mess around with the radio or take it slow around corners.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to think about. And when you're getting the privilege of your driver's license unsupervised, the last thing you want to do is come home and have to tell your parents, like Mark did, that you rear-ended someone or you got a speeding ticket or
he came out of nowhere,
that you crashed your car through the roof of the neighbor's house.
Oh, that's the worst one right there.
And that's bad, guys. Ferris Bueller's buddy Cameron Fry probably had an easier time trying to explain why his dad's cherry 1961 Ferrari GT was at the bottom of a ravine than the pair of idiots did, the idiot teenagers in Eureka, Missouri, who somehow unlocked the GTA moon gravity cheat early Sunday morning and managed to crash land one of their dad's Chevy Malibus through the roof of a house like a torpedo, landing
that's kind of awesome
directly in the bedroom of some very freaked out homeowners who were sleeping about 10 feet away from the teen's parking spot.
How do you even get that launch angle? I mean, they have like the hood of the car is totally like coming down towards the earth. Like they must have caught some air.
That's some Fast and Furious
Whoa.
stuff.
Wow.
Is that the second story? No, it's the first story.
No, it's like a tall
Holy
garage. It doesn't
shit,
matter.
Tall garage. Holy shit. That's crazy.
They definitely hit a ramp.
They went in through the roof. What do you care what story it is?
Because the second story would be even crazier. It's like the car landed like 12 feet in the air.
Yeah, it was like an Evil Knievel stunt.
You're taken away from it. It looks like a fucking amusement park ride. Okay. According to reports, guys, the two party dudes in the Malibu were miraculously unscathed, and they crawled out of the car and calmly walked across the homeowner's bedroom. And that's when the driver of the vehicle said to the passenger, and this is a quote, "My dad's going to kill us. He's going to kill us. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill us." To which the passenger responded, quote, "Relax, all right? My old man is a television repairman. He's got the ultimate set of tools. I can fix it."
What's that movie from?
That's a movie.
It's a, what is that?
Is that also Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, it's another 80s film.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Is
Fast
it?
Times.
Oh, it's Fast
Times.
Times.
Fast Times. Forrest Whitaker, Sean Penn, Spicoli. Guys,
yeah.
the car was traveling down the Legends Parkway when it swerved off the road and smashed into a pine tree stump. So I guess that's what gave it the vertical. And then it rolled end over end down an embankment before plowing into a wrought iron fence and somehow spinning upward and then down through this roof, crashing directly through the roof into the master bedroom of the home. And the homeowner said she and her husband popped up and her husband sprang into action. I guess her husband saw flames and ran outside to get a hose that could reach the bedroom. Like, what presence of mind on this guy? Like a fucking car just crashed through your roof.
Is everyone okay?
It's like, I gotta get a hose, man.
Was everyone okay?
Yeah, well,
dude, thank God everyone's okay. The boys, okay.
Yeah.
Their disabled child, 7-year-old child on the second floor, okay.
What?
These people, okay. Yeah.
the kids were just fine. They were
fine. Totally fine. The woman said the boys were attending a graduation party in the neighborhood and may have gotten yelled at. They may have been the ones that got yelled at prior in the evening for racing, but they didn't heed that warning. And look, when you're behind the wheel of a Chevy Malibu, it's hard to not feed a little speed to your ride. You know what I mean?
It's true. Very true.
All that power.
They can go.
It's fucking nuts, man.
That is fucking crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
I still don't understand how the car flips up like 12 feet in the air because it's like because it hits that fence right in front of where
the roof caught their fall, like gave them like it wasn't for the roof, they were like flipped.
They must have been like with the top up against the fence, and then it flips up again over top of the fence.
Thank God that house was there. You know,
they were going 150 miles an hour in that neighborhood. It looks.
Imagine how high they were too. Yeah, imagine what it's like to get out of that car high in some random person's bedroom.
Oh, they were so high.
We got to interview one of those kids. Let's get on the show.
We're not.
That's a great point, Wes. They were going like fucking.
We should interview one of those.
Whatever they hit, they were going real fast. When
they were going so fast.
Yeah. We should get him on the show. All right. Well, I got another high school story for you. It's the end of a fucked up school year, It's late May. Summer break is quickly approaching, which means kids will be back at home like it's all of 2020 all over again. It also means that senior prank season is here. Woo! Woo! Senior pranks! Remember when we were going to blow up the iconic giant rock in front of our school that everyone painted on, destroying decades of history and nostalgia? Classic.
We didn't do
Classic.
Well, it wasn't a blow up. It was a slow drilling.
Yeah,
we should have done that.
Pouring of water.
We should have just destroyed it.
We were going to chisel it down to a little tiny rock and leave it there. What are some other classic senior pranks, guys? How about getting 3? Oh, you got one, Will?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I was about to been to say getting a car inside the school.
That's a great one. Get a car inside the school is a great one. How about getting 3 pigs and painting number 1, number 2, and number 4 on them so the administrators search for number 3 forever because it doesn't exist. Where's number 3, Principal Gonads? She was the biggest one I heard. It's Gomez, not Gonads. Classic. Or how about this one from Woodrob12? He said, a few days before graduating, we listed our principal's house for sale by owner on Craigslist. Priced at about $75K below market and scheduled an open house on the day and time of our ceremony. I heard a dozen people were in his driveway when he got home. Epic. Rob 12 reminiscing. And I got another one here for you. We swapped senior classes with another local high school for the day. Their entire class was assigned one of us and each of us were assigned one of them. It was actually a lot of fun until the electricity blew at our original high school, so all those kids got to go home early. Bummer.
We had to take their tests.
Yeah.
Wait, they pretended to be a different school?
Like, it was like if you swapped with your local high school and you just showed up and went to the other high school and you're like, what?
Oh, crazy, man.
Pwned. Or last one here before we get into the story. We stuck a good, some odd 25,000 plastic forks in the football field. It was awesome. Have you guys heard of that one before?
That's
Take that, janitors. Clean that up.
Exactly. It's called
I
Fork.
made the kids clean it up.
It's called Fork in the Field. Apparently, it's a classic one. And it's exactly what the seniors at Comfort High School in Texas did. Comfort High, there you go. I don't think they got 25K in that grainy picture, but it looks like maybe 300. Yeah.
500 forks.
Yeah.
Kind of like just stuck into the ground there.
Yeah, not a big deal, is it?
Biodegradable, man.
Comfort High is like between. Shut up, Pat. It's between San Antonio and Austin, but west of both. They forked the field and they put a few balloons in the lunchroom. I think Bubba has a picture of that. Wild, harmless stuff from the group of seniors at Comfort High. I mean, with stuff,
not even helium
balloons. Yeah, on the ground there. I mean, with stuff that playful, you'd think the administration would think it's a riot. Hand out a few high fives and noogies, right? Wrong. They were furious and treated it as if the kids had actually started a real riot instead of a laugh riot, orchestrated by these 18-year-old monsters, which is why the school administrators suspended over 40 seniors, or more than half of the graduating class, for 2 weeks, including banning them from all senior activities, which I assume is walking on graduation day and all the after-grad shit as well. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's an in-school suspension, but come on. Some of the students fear their honors will be taken away, like the valedictorian and salutatorian, who are amongst the suspended because, again, it's more than half of the graduating class that somewhat participated in this little harmless prank, and now they're all fucking suspended. Local reporter Morgan Burrell went to the Comfort High to ask the school administrators what the fuck was wrong with them on the way too harsh punishment levied out, and the first thing they asked was, "Are you recording this?" And then the school principal, Darren Williams, who I'm going to call Principal Tightass, said no comment. This is a student disciplinary matter. And then he tried to squeeze out a fart, but it just shot back up into his back on account of his asshole being too tight to let a fart out. Come on.
It's a medical condition.
Naturally, parents of the students are livid, and local liquor store, Comfort Liquor, whose owners are the parents of Comfort High's 2021 valedictorian, that's their daughter, put out a sign out front of their store that said, "Congrats, class of 2021. We're so forking proud of you." And a bunch of the other parents just put plastic forks in their shirts and are like marching around the school being like, "Let our kids graduate." You need to reverse the punishment now, Comfort High admins. This is ridiculous. You're in the soft corner, Principal Dick Fuck, and everyone else involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like what? How do you run a high school and not know about senior pranks? And this is the most harmless senior prank
They forked
imaginable.
the field. The only person that wants him suspended is Pat because the janitor had to clean it up for 30 minutes.
Isn't forking the field technically a service because you're aerating the grass?
Yes.
Well, it's just they might have been plastic forks, and it takes like 100 years for a plastic fork to break
Well, just
down.
take it out of the ground.
So you say that.
So maybe instead of suspending them, they make them take it out of the ground. I don't know. Hashtag free the forking seniors has popped up on social media, and we got your back, Comfort High seniors. Don't let those fucking dickheads bring you down, and congratulations on graduating.
Don't they know where that principal lives? I mean, that's kind of a dangerous. It's probably a pretty small town. They probably know where that guy lives.
Oh, a small town.
They should go buzz his tower. Somebody should. I'm not.
If they don't egg his house, I will. Yeah. It's an hour from me.
I'm not saying where he lives. I'm not trying to incite anything here, but I'm just saying that guy's tower should be buzzed at some point for making this decision.
Hey, Bubba, you want to know something cool? You want to know where Bruce Springsteen gets his tour buses from? Right down there in Comfort, Texas.
Oh, goddamn, Bruce.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on. You got to get it from the Northeast, dude.
It's easy top two. Sorry, J-Boy Adams, Roadhouse Transportation.
Really?
Well,
Comfort, Texas is.
Well, I guess a lot of the kids that they're not letting get their awards will be working at that bus rental place now.
No, small staff. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, guys, after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. And if you've learned anything by listening to Hard Factor, it's that Mint Mobile has no fucking catch for their $15 a month wireless providing. So I'll just cut to the chase. There's no catch with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only, which means they can cut out the retail stores, which means they can cut out the overhead, which means you get the crazy savings. For people looking for extra savings, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. The service is fantastic in all 50 states. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped directly to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/hardfactor. That's mintmobile.com/hardfactor, which is one word. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/hardfactor.
All right. Nice. The international TikTok moment is coming up, and it is brought to you today by Truebill. You guys ever notice that subscriptions tend to add up, and sometimes we don't notice the monthly deductions from our bank accounts?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I have 2 WWE subscriptions for 2 different emails.
Yeah.
2 different.
Yep. I one time discovered I had been paying for a fitness app for a year without knowing it. And imagine how bad I felt knowing I could have been in shape that whole time. Yeah, but I was just paying for it. Yeah, those assholes.
That's the way I always feel, when I figure out that I have a gym bill. I'm like, man,
could have been in shape this whole time.
They're the one, they robbed me of my fitness.
That's right.
Why didn't they call me?
Yeah, exactly. Did you sign up for a bunch of subscription services in quarantine? And now that you're heading back into the real world, you and your family no longer need all those apps and streaming services? Yeah, yes. Well, a lot of us did. 80% of people have a bill they don't know about. If you want to find out if you're one of them and could save some money, use Truebill. It's easy to use. It's an app that reviews all your recurring charges in one place and can even cancel subscriptions for you, help you create and manage a monthly budget, monitor saving goals, and much more. Bank level security so your data is safe with Truebill. Truebill has saved its users more than $50 million and counting. The average person saves $720 a year with Truebill. To get started today at Truebill.com/factor. Take control of your finances and start saving at Truebill.com/factor. That's Truebill.com/factor. And no shit, it's very interesting to see what monthly bills you have and subscriptions. It might shock you and save tons of money at the same time. So give it a shot. All right. And international TikTok moment time. 3 quick stories from around the globe. We are going to the UK, to Germany, and to Turkey today. First up to Liverpool, where one man's love of aged Stilton blue cheese has led to his downfall and subsequent arrest, and he is now in jail for 13 years on drug trafficking charges. Cheese is probably going to lead to one of our downfalls one day too. So listen up, guys. Yeah. 39-year-old.
I think it's going to be me. I'm going to go ahead and call that.
Yeah.
Safe.
Okay.
I've got a cheese problem.
Do you like Stilton blue cheese?
I'll eat any kind of cheese, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, 39-year-old Carl Stort, who went by the name Toffee Force on the encrypted chat site EncroChat, which he used to sell drugs, was identified by detectives after he posted that picture that Bubba popped up of his very own block of matured Stilton blue cheese as a sick brag. And detectives were able to break into the chat, download that picture, and analyze it for fingerprints, which led them right to this idiot's house, where they found him just gorging on cocaine and letting out the most horrific blue cheese farts you can imagine.
That's so advanced.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. It's I mean, I don't know if they should have let people know that that's possible. I didn't know it was possible. He was sentenced to 13 years and 6 months after admitting conspiracy to supply heroin, cocaine, ketamine, and MDA at the Liverpool Crown Court, all because of the cheese brag. Cheese. Yeah, fucking cheese. Moving
Jesus.
to Jesus is right.
Wes, one thing I've heard, because my wife used to work with cops a lot, and I heard that there is much more advanced techniques in terms of what they can do to your phone and shit. What people are aware of.
I'm sure. They shouldn't have put this one out there though. Moving,
it's advanced.
Yeah, moving to Erding, Germany, where if you love cocaine, you might want to go down to the docks, the shipping docks, and start sifting through the trash. Had you done that yesterday in Erding, you might have been lucky enough to stumble upon 10 pounds of cocaine worth $1.2 million. That's because some subcontractors who are working for a logistics company were either also working for the cartel that shipped the drugs in banana crates from Ecuador, or they're just morons because after discovering the foreign objects in the crates with the bananas, they just threw them in the trash. Like, no, hey, that looks like a block of cocaine, or those aren't bananas, wonder what they are, just right in the trash. The blocks were discovered by a fruit logistics company the next day, who found the blocks in their organic waste bins and called police. None of this adds up. I refuse.
And reported, a few less bags than they actually found.
Right. Yeah.
I run a fruit logistics company.
You wouldn't be earning for cash anymore if you'd stumbled upon them.
Mark's on the puns today.
Yeah.
And lastly, to Turkey, where a mob boss is ratting on his former allies in Turkey's government in a series of YouTube videos, like this one that Bubba has pulled up that has almost 14 million views. Sedat Peker is his name, and in those videos he sings like a canary about how embroiled certain leaders in the Turkish government are with organized crime and corruption, murder, drugs, bribery. From the Vice article that exposed all this, the main focus of Peker's accusations is Süleyman Soylu, an interior minister and member of the far-right AKP party led by President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. How do you say that? Yeah. Erdogan. Yeah. Peker claims that Soylu tipped him off just before authorities were planning to arrest him, allowing him to flee Turkey to Dubai. I mean, that's what a way to say thank you, huh? Also,
right, he tipped me off, so I'm gonna go ahead and expose him as the criminal he is.
Yeah. Also from Vice, apparently some of the most damning allegations are against Mehmet Agar. It was a Turkish politician and former minister, and his son Tolga Agar. In a video posted May 6th, Peker claims that Tolga Agar raped and murdered Kazakh journalist Yildina Kahraman. In March of 2019, Kahraman was found dead at Agar's, the son's residence, or I guess the dad's residence, but the death was ruled suicide, a cover-up, according to Peker. So he's just exposing, or potentially exposing, a lot of corruption and crime, and people are just searching for him frantically.
And he's also a horrible criminal himself, right? So, like, I mean, that's an intriguing story.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he's in Dubai singing like a canary, and they're just in Turkey looking at the YouTube updates every second.
14 million people. I always knew those Agars were bad news too.
Yeah. Yeah. So
really?
Yeah.
And in the most recent video, he says,
never heard of him.
Okay. The Agars? Well, they sound bad. In the most recent video, he says, your end will come at the hands of a camera on a tripod. Just wait and see. More is to come. So people in Turkey are loving this. They are like glued. Like it's like a real crime series. They just tune into every night when this guy puts out a video.
What's his angle, though?
His angle is because he was betrayed. He says that there was betrayal by the AKP party that he was involved with, and so now this is his retaliation, is to take all these motherfuckers down because.
Okay, and he's just going to be unprotected.
He's in Dubai. His angle is everyone wants to kill him anyways. Why not?
Right. May as well. That guy's definitely got to be at the top of the death pool.
Oh yeah, they're looking for him. Like So that's the international TikTok moment.
That was great, Wes.
Thanks.
All right, last one, guys. I don't want to alarm anyone, so I'm going to try to speak as slowly and calmly as I can under the circumstances I'm about to share with you. In an orderly fashion, please stop whatever you're doing, and without drawing too much attention to yourself, grab as large of a sauce-proof receptacle as you can and safely start making your way directly to the nearest grocery store or sports bar, because there have been numerous reports, and this is still early, guys, but there's been multiple reports that there is a developing chicken wing shortage in the lower contiguous United States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying stock up. You're saying stock up now.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be an alarmist here.
Okay.
But the
This
way
is
things
Biden's America.
The way things are shaping up.
Are you about to cause a chicken wing shortage by alarming people?
Well, I'm just saying it's looking like a significantly more delicious repeat of the gas shortage that gripped the nation earlier.
Oh, God.
We need to stock up on chicken wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's bad, guys. And I wish I was kidding. But with the end of the pandemic in sight and the traditional chicken-heavy summer holidays looming and multiple fast food restaurants throwing down in the chicken wars, the demand for drums and flats has never been higher. And this insatiable hunger for wings, combined with the lighter than average production yield due to COVID, has created the perfect storm of shit for chicken lovers, guys. Laurel, Mississippi-based Sanderson Farms Incorporated said it does not have enough supply to keep up with demand, despite recently picking up 40 million pounds per year. So they kicked it up, guys, and it's still not good enough. CEO Joe Sanderson was met with shock and anger at the Goldman Sachs Global Staples Forum on Tuesday when he said, quote, "We cannot supply enough wings to anybody at retail or food service."
Oh, no.
Yeah. And in a statement that could have easily come from the former
Why the hell
Boeing-
not?
Yeah, he's not doing his job.
Why the hell not, Pat?
I thought I kind of explained at the top.
This is like, this is like trading
No,
places.
you
somebody
scared us at the top.
Somebody made a killing on this. Somebody knew of the chicken wing shortage in advance and shorted chicken wings.
Are there not enough chickens?
Partly not enough chickens. There's a huge demand for chickens. There's not enough chickens. There's a shortage of workers. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy out there. Guys, in a statement that could have easily come from the former Boeing CEO, Dennis Muhlenberg, Sanderson said his company each week ends up short 15 loads of wings.
That's a lot of loads.
And that's for both retail and food service.
Loads? Doesn't sound good.
Dude, I want a load of wings so bad.
Yeah, in my face.
Just
Guys,
drop the whole load of wings all over me.
We're short loads.
We're short
15 of them.
15 loads a week. A wing.
Jesus.
So, yep.
You know what they need to do? They need to halt all chicken wing contests until further notice. I don't want to hear about some
some guy eating 100
some guy
wings.
eating 200 wings in 10 minutes.
And all you can eat nights. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to halt the wing competitions.
Well,
all you can eat got to be out the window. You can't make money on it right now. This is like the lumber inflation.
Well, they're gonna
right
start
now.
shaming people.
Wing
that
inflation.
try to order like
the roof.
30 wings a person. They're gonna be like, no, sir, that's too many wings.
It's bad. According to Sanderson, the company plans to, quote, allocate wings to make sure, quote, everybody gets some. And look, you guys
That
know
sounds like inflation. He's raising the price on you.
Yeah, you know how I feel about communism, but not when it comes to fucking chicken wings. What does some even mean? Two?
No, that's coded capitalism, Pat. What he's saying there is, I'm going to go ahead and sort out the shortage by making sure people who need it get it. Wink, wink. As in, you're going to have to pay him a shitload to get your load of wings like you want.
Recently, I was making food. Like, I don't make food that often. Like, I'd say like once or twice a week. I grill now, but I was making food. This is pre-grill, and we had the chicken from the store that was like wings. So you just break them in half, and you put them on like a sheet, and you put them in the oven or whatever. And I miscalculated. I undercalculated severely. And when they came out of the oven, we had a good laugh because it was like, well, this isn't dinner, obviously.
How charred were they?
Well,
they're fine, but there's just not enough wings for two human beings.
That's
it was like it was a very small amount of wings, and we had about a 5-minute laugh. We're like, whoa, that's a small amount of wings for two people.
Yeah, you could like 6 wings.
You wouldn't be
like
laughing
a person.
today.
Yeah, 6 wings a person.
When that's all you get. Yeah, guys, the limited supplies and high demand has caused a surge in wing prices, topping prices of $3.16 per pound, and that breaks down to almost 64 cents per wing, and that's wholesale, guys, and that's before sauce. That's before sauce. And if you think that's bad, well, if you're a wing lover who has a child under 11 or is in a relationship with a woman of any kind, it gets worse.
Oh, God.
Because the price of boneless wings has skyrocketed as well, almost 263%.
How is
since
that?
the fall.
That is such bullshit. This is like market manipulation because boneless wings have nothing to do with regular wings.
Date night's canceled, Will. You can't afford it because your
why
lady's
is a
going to order the
boneless
boneless, and you're done.
There's a guy
why
around
does
the
a
corner
boneless
that
wing-
has so many chickens in his yard, just flaunting them.
Isn't it just breast meat? The
Might be time to get
the boneless
those
wing,
chickens.
isn't it just?
They're just
I'm
small
not a veterinarian,
tenders.
Will. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. What's
reading
the
numbers.
tender cut in half
Yeah.
and then breaded? This is it's artificial inflation of the price. Like it shouldn't be.
I see
the
chickens.
whole chicken is out of stock.
I see
They
chickens
don't have any
everywhere I
piece of the
go.
chicken.
This is bullshit. There's plenty of chickens.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it could be.
Chick-fil-A
but
stocked. I know that.
Could be.
This is definitely a ploy to make more money.
Yeah, it's a cash grab if I've ever seen one.
You
By
might
big
be
chicken.
that's your opinion, but guys, there's contrary opinions because the high price of chicken limbs has had an unexpected ripple effect as well. In one small economically depressed Florida town, which some have come to refer to as Nub City, the promise of a better life has become so tempting that there are multiple reports of chickens walking around with only one and in some cases no wings. So the chickens are selling their own fucking wings. That's how that's how much they're worth.
Like loose cigarettes on the street. Just giving you.
Taking it to the internet, guys. Bojangles Chicken tweeted, "Will trade gas for chicken supremes."
Bojangles is really
funny.
worried.
That's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much. Get out there, get your chicken wings now. Sorry, big bummer before Memorial Day. If you haven't, give us a follow. If you don't, please subscribe. If you listen on Spotify, absolutely stop what you're doing. Click the little follow button so you can be notified when the podcast comes out. And if you haven't, if you consume the pod on audio, that's dope. But if you have a YouTube, do me a favor. Go to youtube.com/hardfactornews. Click subscribe on that button. That helps us out a ton. We are on fucking fire right now, to be honest with you. There's a ton of growth going on within the Hardo Hive. We've never been buzzing harder, is what I'll say. And we're really excited. We owe it all to you guys. Have a great fucking day.